Hello, it's Torah for you to take me through the Shabbos. The children of Aaron pass away. Nadav and Avihu, they bring a foreign fire to the Mishkan. They pass away, and Aaron is distraught, obviously, over the passing of his children. And Moshe Rabbeinu tries to comfort Aaron. And he tells him that I have a tradition that this building, this holy building, was going to be sanctified by the death of two great people. And the death of those great people would make it known to everybody that this is truly a holy place, because even they, those very holy people, perished because they were not careful enough with honoring this place. And I thought, says Moshe, that it was going to be me and you, because I thought we were the holiest of the generation, we were the greats of the generation. But I guess it wasn't us, it was your children. And then it seems that they were greater than you and I. So Moshe Rabbeinu tries to comfort Aaron by showing Aaron that indeed his children were the greatest of the Jewish people. So I was bothered. I remember when I was in yeshiva, I was bothered by a question that Chazal tell us that Nadav and Avihu asked one another, when will these two elders finish their term and we can lead the Jewish people? In other words, when will Moshe and Aaron be when will they step aside and we can lead the Jewish people? So it would seem that they were not so great. In other words, how could they make a statement like that? That Moshe and Aaron, they should step aside and they should take over. How could they be greater than Moshe and Aaron if they were saying things like that? So I turned around, I looked away from my book, and I saw one of my rebbeim walking in yeshiva. And I asked him this question. So he told me, perhaps one answers the other. That when Nadav and Avihu ask each other, when will Moshe and Aaron step aside so that we can lead the generation? That wasn't simply because they were power hungry, because they were full of themselves. They recognized that in a certain aspect they were greater than Moshe and Aaron, in the aspect of leading the Jewish people and bringing out the potential of the Jewish people. They recognized that in all of the greatness of Moshe and Aaron, of course they can never be as great as Moshe and Aaron in prophecy and in righteousness, but in the aspect of leadership, of leading the Jewish people, they recognized that they had a certain strength more than Moshe and Aaron. And indeed, they did. That is true, and that is the sage's way of telling us their advantage over Moshe and Aaron. And that is what Moshe told Aaron, that I had thought that it was going to be you and I, that we were superior in every way. But now I see that your children were greater than you and I in a certain respect. And you should be comforted by that, to know that you had such amazing children. Have a great Shabbos.